breeze blowing, storm clouds moving in. Whatever's gonna happen, it's about to begin. I remember what the drunk donkey told me when he said, son, don't fear. Mike's where the page life is about to appear. Then he's gonna tell you about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you which way it's going, and if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news that they try to hide. Just click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Well, there'll always be some haters, but they don't understand that Mike's got a friend and 100,000 more across the land. Well, if you want to know it first and you want to know it right and you want to have time to plan, Drunk Donkey Nation tells your friend Mike, he's your man. And he's gonna tell you all about the wind and the rain. Gonna tell you if it's gonna be a storm or if it's gonna be a hurricane. Don't you worry about the news others try to hide. Click on Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nationwide. Yeah, here in Mike's page, Drunk Donkey Nation pride.
Hey, good morning, Coneheads. What's up? We are back at the ABC Fine Wine and Spirit Studio. What a whirlwind. Cheers. I think I did a whole week in a day. It's deja vu. I was sitting here at the same time yesterday. We did our hour and a half show. And somehow I ended up in almost Panama. Didn't go quite so far. Am I boring you already? And I was home before midnight. Can you believe it? So, this is Louie, by the way. So this is Mike's weather page. How's it going? If we got anybody new, welcome to the site. We've been doing this since 2004, 2009 on Facebook and Facebook Live for many years. Nothing official. I'm just a blogger, and any official information, make sure you go to National Weather Service or National Hurricane Center because I don't know what I'm talking about. Get that out of the way. So we got some stories to tell about Fred. So if Fred's still going on, we're going to talk about weather. I'm going to share a few stories, talk about weather, then we'll share some more stories. But everybody's here for a flip-flop story. It might not be as funny as you were hoping for, but Fred's still going on. We got a tornado watch until 1 o'clock for northern Georgia, and they've had a lot of tornado warnings. So Fred's going to bring a lot of flooding to the mountains. So we're going to get into all that, I promise. But we yak like we do. And then we're going to talk about Grace. And how about the race? How about that walk in the park home run, Eric, huh? Brett Phillips is our favorite dude. Oh, my video was on Good Morning America? Awesome. Yeah, I reached out. Man, the winner. Oh, by the way, thank you, Weather Page fans. Yesterday, I did sign up for the bus alert, and guess what? I got a text that said Sarah's bus is going to be 45 minutes late today again. So I'm looking down at her. I got her a chair. She's playing with her phone. So I'm probably going to have to jump up again as soon as I see the bus come around. So if I do that, but the bus thing was cool. At least they text us. So I appreciate all the information on that. Yeah, so what else we got? Michael Faulkner, Lisa, what's up? Brian Elliott, Brew Crew, what's up? Scott, Jody, Lovejoy, what's up? Papa Sky, Delina Parker, Mary Kerr. Let's see, Tia Hoffman, what's up, Houston? Nothing coming your way. Rich Hall, man, that was a good video you posted, by the way. We are getting rain, Fred rain, Brian. Yes, there's still rain training going on for sure. We're going to talk about that. That damn bus. The wheels on the bus go round and round, but they're not coming. What's up, Ruth? So anyway, all right, let's talk about some things. First and foremost, big thanks to ABC Fine Wine and Spirits. They're supporters of Drunk Donkey Nation and Mike's Weather page. We really appreciate that. So think about that next time you go out shopping. Make sure you support the ones that support us. So big thanks to ABC Drunk Donkeys. All right, so we'll put Hunter down. Let's talk about things. So I got a lot of video to show on the storm chase too. So I'm going to tell you the funny story first. I got two good pictures. So we're going to talk about these two pictures, and then we'll talk weather, and then we'll come back to some video from Fred that I took. Okay, so when I stopped to do the drone video, I don't have the picture of the fella, but I was greeted by three people, three cars, and this was a Fish and Wildlife officer, and his name's Jason Lipford. So he had a really nice thing to say. I shared it last night. Very thankful for that. He was an extremely nice guy, and I got a little worried when he came up walking to me. He goes, he comes out of his car and he's kind of like grabbing his belt, and I was like, oh crap, because we're parked on the side of the road, and I'm like, man, he's gonna make us evacuate. He's like, I heard there's a drunk donkey around here, and I'm like, oh, he's a fan. So it was pretty cool, man, because he's a local. Michael was there for Michael. So big shout out to Jason and all you do, all the servicemen. It was a great meeting. Yeah, the other story here was this family. They own Scallop Cove, and their friends met me. So here's Flip Flop story. Then we're gonna go right into weather. I promise. So when the other fellow pulled up, him and his son, I jumped out of the truck, shook his hand. We're sitting there talking. Next thing you know, I look down, and I'm standing in a bed of. I must have had 100 fire ants on both of my feet. Somehow, right under the surge line or whatever, all the ants were congregated. Now you see videos of ants with when you get surge, right? You've seen the videos of water floating with ant piles. Well, I happened to be standing in one, and I looked down, and both of my ankles had hundreds of ants on them. So I flicked my freaking shoes off. They went flying. And I felt like I was on fire. I'm like, what do I do? I'm not screaming, but I'm patting it because they're freaking biting me. He's like, go to the water. So I ran to the water, and I freaking washed my feet off and got all the ants off. And so the rest of the time there, I never put my shoes on because the ants wouldn't get off my damn shoes. They were like embedded into my freaking flip flops. So yeah, I didn't have my new boots on that were sent to me. I didn't plan on doing any of this stuff. It was half-ass last second. So that's why the picture I had no shoes on. I did put the shoes in the back of the truck, and eventually all the ants disappeared. So I technically lost 2 flip-flops on this journey, and I have proof. But this is a really nice family. They're supporters, actually, and they own Scallop Cove. So check it out. They were really awesome. Really, really nice to meet them. And they're at Port St. Joe. So that was my story on that. So we are going to talk more weather or more of the trip in a minute, I promise. Let me close some stuff down. So let's go right into the weather. How about that? All right. So here's the Tropics map. This is Hunter, by the way. He makes all these weird noises. Whitney, I'll bring the boot. I had the boots, and I had my Furman. I had my damn raincoat, and but it was sunny. I wasn't planning any of this stuff happening. It just happened so fast. So next time, lesson learned: don't jump out and look. Make sure you look for ants. I'm gonna take a picture of my feet. because I know I'm going to have a bazillion bites on them. Woo, man. All right, so here's the tropics. Now I got some other cool video to show. And a story that you'll want to see too on the way home. So, hey Jeffrey, yeah, we're going to talk about the storms now. I promise. Weather. All right. So here we go. We got 3 things. Fred is definitely still causing trouble. Tornado watches are up. It's going to slowly bend off to the northeast. Remember, there's a front up that way, so it's kind of merging with the front. We have a lot of rainfall potential today. That's the big story right here. So anytime we get a high percentage chance, that's some pretty good chance of significant flooding today. So that's the mountain areas, obviously, right there at the start of the Appalachians there all around. So big floods today expected. This is a great map that breaks down the day. This is obviously Tuesday. Here's Wednesday and then Thursday. So a little bit more to the northeast tomorrow. It's all going to kind of get sucked up by that frontal area. So today, a lot of rain. We do have a tornado watch. Let me bring that up in case I'm sure you heard. And it was one of those deals last night. It got posted at 3:40 in the morning. Like, I hate these. This really drives me because I sleep through everything. Like, I would not have heard this tornado watch at 3:40 in the morning, especially. Only got 4 hours sleep last night. I had me 2 big old rum and cokes, Caribbean rum, black rum, coconut rum, and some Coke. 2 of them, and I would have slept right through it. So anyway, that's up until 1 o'clock. So Atlanta's getting a lot. I saw a video today. Atlanta was like underwater on the roadways, man. Somebody had a funny joke. It was a no wake zone on one of the interstates. So who had a drunk donkey born yesterday? What the heck's that? Alejandro, hey, thanks from Miami. Michael, what's up, Andrew? Hey, we got Elaine from Ohio. Hey, Connie, Bermuda Triangle. That's kind of great. Look at that. You're right. Look at that. Boom, boom, boom. Hey, it's a tropical triangle. Lisa, heck yeah, I buy everything at ABC. It's good. Let me go get it. Let me show you what I got last night. This is my don't let me forget about Sarah. I got Sarah on the webcam. She's just sitting out there. I can't forget to keep looking. So here was my post Fred. That was last night. That was coming home on a 6-hour drive. It's almost 12 hours driving yesterday. And I had to get to sleep. So otherwise I would never got to bed. All right. So we have the tropical triangle. Oh, it'll take me all damn day here. Tropical triangle. So, all right. So Fred is obviously weekend. I've been listening to some news today, and they're like, "Oh, Fred's weakened." Well, what do you think they do over to the land? Is that news? Tropical Fred weakened. Yeah, of course it did. So anyway, now it's just a rainmaker. All right, so enough about that. Rain. Here's the rainfall potential map. Obviously the mountains, so that's what's coming. Fred. All right, so the other thing we got, let's talk about Grace. Grace is probably going to be the next thing to watch. So I just posted the Ensemble map. Let me go back and look at this. Long range. You can kind of see it there, I guess. All right, so long range modeling. Hey, Greg, what's up, buddy? How's the bus? That bus is late. Waiting on the bus. The theme song of Mike's weather page from ZZ Top. I think the bus just left Chicago is why it's taken so long to get here. That's going to be my thing. So, so we have 3. This is the Tropics map, and obviously we got. We're going to talk about Henry, not Henri. I'm going to call it Henry. That's what we do. We got leftover Fred, obviously, and then this is going to be the next spot to watch. This is Grace. So we got the potential that Grace could be a hurricane before the Yucatan, and that's soon. And then potentially into Mexico is a pretty strong system. So that's that's really what's up. And then casually, we're watching Midweek next week, 2 spots, or these 2 models, GFS and Euro Ensembles, are showing possibility. Week signature. My favorite CMC and Icon are showing it, and I'm going to show you that here in a second. So this is long range. So we're going to talk about Grace. Long range modeling isn't picking up on anything too significant right now, but there is signs that we have a couple waves from Africa that could be watched. There's a lot of dust right now in the atmosphere, and I'm going to show that too when we get into that. So here's Grace. Let's talk all about Grace. Let me drink some coffee before it gets cold, man. I got to start drinking my coffee, man. And by the way, I love that area, man. I do love that area. That whole Apalachicola, beautiful town. John Solomon, hated missing him. I guess I drove right by you, John, in your golf cart. Had no idea. Beautiful city. I'm gonna go back. That whole area, a lot of beautiful little, quaint little spots. So it was very fun to go up that way, meet a lot of fans. Really cool. Really cool. I'm glad I did. And glad I made it home. Long trip. All right. So Grace, here's the latest from NHC. Grace is trying to reorganize. Believe it or not, it was back to tropical storm at 8 o'clock. Or it might have been overnight. I don't know. I didn't really pay attention to that. I know it was still tropical storm, depression. That's been the story of the season. Storm, depression, storm, depression, storm, dissipated, remnant, depression, storm. But it's a storm now, 45 miles an hour. So Jamaica's under tropical storm warning. I know we got people in Jamaica, right, on YouTube usually, right? We got any Jamaica? What's up, man? Anybody out there? Yo, I don't know if Bob Marley's really like, I don't want to like stereotype Jamaica with Bob Marley, but I do love the Bob Marley channel on Sirius. And the girls will get mad at me. They're like, what are you listening to this for? And I'm like, I like it. And then they also get mad at me when I listen to my salsa music. They think I'm nuts when I listen to salsa. But I really love country. I love Southern rock. All right, so we got hurricane watches up. All right, so timing would be midweek. So here's hurricane watches. They're not officially calling for a hurricane watch. They had a hurricane here yesterday, but now they don't. Then they will. Then they won't. So, but notice what's happened. The track is just a couple days ago it was like this, right? Now it's like that. Big difference. High pressure, two things we've learned with Fred. One thing with Fred, weak systems go west. And high pressure systems, long range modeling can never be trusted all the time as far as high pressure systems go. Usually high pressure systems are stronger than what modeling predicts, especially in the summertime. So the high pressure is pushing. We'll show you all that. But we do have a high pressure system that's extending, usually like that. Well, this one's kind of extending like that. So that high pressure is going to keep on Grace trucking west. Keep on trucking. So Mexico's definitely got to worry about it for sure. And we got a lot of tourists, I'm sure, down at Cancun and Yucatan Cozumel area too. So all right, so the timing would be Wednesday midweek. That's tomorrow. I think it's booking, man. It's going 16 miles an hour. So as early as tomorrow in the evening, we could start to see effects here on that. So there's that. Let's take a look at the satellite and weather nerds. It's definitely got the look here. It's the biggest system in the Atlantic by far. In fact, let me pull up weather nerds and just do a bigger satellite imagery here because we can really see what's cooking. So we're going to try to get these three areas in for now, and then there's the wave off Africa we're going to take a look at. So here we go. This is great. This is everything in a nutshell. So we're still in this enhanced MJO stage. Hey, we just got David Good from Jamaica. I knew we had somebody from watching from Jamaica. Tropical Storm Grace, I don't know. I forgot to look at the bus. They're still there. Hopefully it's a fast mover. Fast movers don't dump a ton of rain. But man, I went through a rainstorm last night. I'm going to show a video just outside of Perry, Florida. I couldn't see. I mean, I got 2 light bars. John, I don't mean to miss anybody. Cayman Islands are next. Let's do our geography. I don't know. This is really the first time. So we got just past Jamaica here. There's the Cayman Islands. So, tropical storm warning 2. Sorry. 3 days ago, this thing wasn't even supposed to be coming close to y'all. So I apologize. I'm trying to kid everybody. So, yeah, obviously, this thing, hopefully it stays tropical storm. Tropical storms can still dump copious amounts of rain, but a little bit faster moving. It does appear that it's not. Last night it appeared it wasn't even moving, but it's still moving at a good clip underneath. So I'll show you all the model. We're going to show you all the predicted models and all the future satellite models and all that good stuff. So the only thing that's got my attention is the size. I mean, definitely now that it's broke free of Hispaniola, it's pretty large. Henry by Bermuda and old Fred opening up as they do, right? So now we're pushing storms into South Carolina and North Carolina. The storm's opening up a little bit as tropical systems start to die. I was watching Stephanie Abrams this morning, and she made a point of several times how the energy doesn't get lost, it gets dispersed. And it makes sense. I never really thought about it that way. But Henry's definitely bubbling. Now, Henry is not expected to hit the U.S., so we're not going to talk about Henry right now. But Henry's might bring some action to Bermuda. There's Bermuda, a little dot right here. And there's the Cayman Islands. I'm going to make up for Cayman Islands right now. Hey, Ian from Jamaica. Man, we got a lot of people from Jamaica. So, John, it's all about you, buddy. Every time I think of Cayman Islands, I'm going to think of John Ferguson. But it could pass. Hopefully, it's a tropical storm. We'll see. All right, so the overall size got my attention on this Grace. It's got a lot of lightning. Definitely appears the structure is getting better, and it's big. Some of the modeling in the Bay of Campeche really showing this thing becoming a hurricane. So we're going to watch that. But there's the look. There's Fred pulling away. There's Henry. It's going to circle around Bermuda. That's kind of what it's going to do, believe it or not. Bermuda might not get much out of it. And then this, it's pretty much on a direct course here, west-northwest. All right, so let's look at the spaghetti models just to clarify that Grace, here we go. Here's the 12Z. I love doing my show at 9:19 because the 12Z models get posted. All right, so here's Tropical Tidbits. Levi, the man, models are trending down, 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 down. Lambs, yes, big high pressure over the Gulf. Andy Simmons, needs the song. What's up, Loretta Reed? Yeah, we need to add some flip-flops. Hey, Cindy, made it to St. Martin. Cool. Just a little bit. Yeah, it kind of passed to your south, didn't it? You call that a rock? Dispersed, is that a word? Anyways, all right, so here's fresh spaghetti. For all you Italian lovers out there, this is fresh spaghetti. Very high confidence this thing's going towards Yucatan and staying west. Very high confidence. Very high confidence. Usually you don't get this much confidence, but we do. So there you go. There's that. Let's look at some ensembles. We can look at Weather Nerds. I have them on here too for that's Henry. I hate it when we have more than one storm. I get confused. Grace ensembles. Grace ensembles. Here are the Euro Grace ensembles. You don't even have that stray outlier. You would think going over Jamaica, one of these. I forgot about Sarah. She's still there, by the way. See, I'm watching her. There she is. There's the old truck. It made it back home. I think I need some tires for my truck. I'm gonna buy some tires, man, because I was hydroplaning all over the damn place, man. It was pretty scary. So you don't even get that one stray ensemble that went partying at Jamaica and takes off towards Louisiana. Louisiana always has a spaghetti model, right? There's the Cayman somewhere down there, John. So you definitely got some weather coming tomorrow, likely soon, tonight maybe. All Hey, Greg Montgomery, look at this, buddy. I don't know. There's very few models even teasing South Texas right now. Brent Reeves, hey, thanks, buddy. Who was the fan from that I met yesterday with the Mickey Mouse stuff? Are you watching? Shelly, message me if he's watching, because I want to thank you. It was fun. And I want you to verify the flip-flop story if you're watching, because he saw me go crazy and throw the flip-flops. Then I had to go find them. I had one over here, one over there. So there's the Euro Ensembles. And that wasn't scripted, man. Like I said, I'm going to take a picture. I got about 25 at least. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I want to show you my ugly ass feet, but I'll take a picture later. I have Fred damage. So Isaia was a shrimp. And now I got ant bite welts from Fred. And the bus is still late. Yeah, I know, Vicky. I'm good. You know why? Because I drove through the most hellacious rainstorm on the way home. Like, I have never seen so much rain on the way home. It was incredible. So that's good. All right, so let's look at the Weather Nerds again. Let's go back and look at the GFS ensembles. Let's see if we got any signs of Texas. Everybody's asking about Texas. Look at that. Now, what GFS is showing a pretty strong system coming towards possibly the Cayman Islands. Listen, you hear my crow talking. That's the bird. That's audio from the camera. So you really need to be watching down there at Cozumel, Cancun, and the Yucatan Peninsula. But this is the GFS ensembles. So it doesn't look like South Florida. But since we got folks watching in Jamaica, the Cayman Islands, dude, 8 times now. I do forget about the small islands, I will admit. So years ago, I'm gonna show you all the individual model runs on. Let me just pull you this up. This is a great graphic the NHC puts together. This is the earliest you might expect to see tropical storm force winds. I like this graphic a lot. So by tomorrow. John, you guys might start seeing Wednesday 2 a.m. So tonight we're going to see the outer edges of grace, and then Wednesday p.m. So, man, if this thing rapidly intensifies, we could have a hurricane tomorrow evening for the Yucatan. Tomorrow evening. We got tourists down there probably at the frog place that don't have any idea. But, so when I first started doing the weather page 2004, because of Charlie, I only focused on Florida because that's where I lived. And then all of a sudden I started getting fans from the Carolinas. Then I got fans from Texas. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. Now I started getting interested in storms, just not Florida. I used to only care about Florida storms if they were coming to me, because that's how most, you just only care about things that affect you, me, everybody. Well, now, then it expanded to the Caribbean. I started, finding out about people living in Bahamas, and next thing you know, we got even people in the Azores. Azores had storms, and we have people in Trinidad. So, but anyway, all right, so here we go. There's that. All right, let's look at the individual runs. Let's see how bad. Let's go to Tropical Tidbits. And we're going to see the potential on the main operational models, at least, what we got. And we can break it down. So we got today. All right, so let's see. This is Fred going away. This is Henry going to circle around. And then we're going to see that high pressure build in. So everybody's asking about this high pressure. You're going to see this. So as Fred goes away, this high pressure is going to build in underneath it. That's what happens. So when Fred lifts up, high pressure builds back in. And Fred might be the reason that Grace is sticking south. So here's what the GFS shows. There's that. See, the orange colors are higher pressures. This is Tropical Tidbits, by the way. Whitney. Senior Frogs, Dale. Dale, I didn't think about picking you up, man. Ruba. Ruba got hit a couple years ago. These low riders, yeah. Sometimes they get a little low. What's up, Jennifer? What's up, Greg? Stay out of Galveston. I think you got a good shot. Lots of rain, Tamron. Yeah, we got some folks that posted They got 10 inches plus some spots. Senior Frogs. I don't even think I've been there. Hey, Jacob, Virgin Islands. What's up, bud? Susan Scroggs. What's up? Mike Carroll. Belize. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Eric? Yeah, Roger, you could argue too that this whole high pressure system's just kind of finding a place to go, But all right, so here's what we're gonna watch. So the GFS showing 997. So, God, I feel like an idiot because I probably never mentioned the Cayman Islands. Now the Cayman Islands are right there, but I don't know. I always used to just say islands, but so 996. This would be late tonight. Developing system 996, 992, 989, 986, 978. So the main operational run on the GFS indeed is showing a hurricane Wednesday night approaching the Yucatan tomorrow night. Developing hurricane. Now the Yucatan isn't very mountainous. We don't lose a lot over it. Pops out back on the other side on Thursday. And a little more development to 970, 980, and it kind of pops down south. So you can see this little high pressure building right above it. All right. And then down the road, Sarah's talking. I think Julia's talking to her. And down the road, there really isn't anything showing up on the long-range GFS. There's a couple of random waves, nothing. We're going to focus on that here in a second. All right, so that's the GFS. Let's look at last night's GFS, the 00Z. Just to get an idea, there it is, 1,000 millibar, 998, 987, crosses over, and goes to 988. So GFS is pretty locked into this thing, even going farther south once it crosses the Yucatan. Euro. You're in trouble. All right, you're a little weaker. 1,004, 1,003. But the track is all we really care about right now. We know the euro is crazy on the intensity. All right, CMC has been a little more aggressive. Here's the CMC. It was, and 993, 986. So a little weaker than the GFS. But you can see the trend. Now, let's back up to the wider map here and look at the icon and the CMC for our next wave. So I believe the CMC and icon do very well on picking up systems. So we're going to fast forward to CMC to midweek next week. Midweek next week, we got our low pressure. Nothing confident about it, but it is at least showing a low pressure. Starts to bring it across. See that? And at the same time stamp, the icon is doing the exact same thing. So there's midweek next week. What's Tuesday? Is that the 24th? Yeah. So, very, very subtle, but a little bump. So, oh, my neighbor's talking to Sarah now. I can hear him talking. So subtle signs, middle next week, we could have a little something in the middle Atlantic. But look at long range. There's just nothing right now. Refer back to the Global Tropics Hazards map. They seem to look into the future pretty good. We got a few maps that, we can use. Like this is a great indicator. It's kind of a tropical outlook page. And of course, it's showing a couple waves. That's what we're seeing right now. If you look at the long out there right now, you can kind of see it on the water vapor map. A couple waves. Wave 1, wave 2. There is a lot of dust. Let's take a look at that. This is a good shot. You can really see the dust plume coming off here. Look at this. Look for the brown colors. But there is a big dust plume coming off of Africa right now. And let's see if we can see that on the dust map here. I'm sure we can. I didn't look at it yet today, but I'm sure it's there. We'll stop it at the end. Stop. All right, so there we go. This is live. That's a pretty healthy dust plume. Fire ants and flip-flops. Oh, you missed the barefoot story. Oh, it wasn't that great. It'll be. Yeah, Bill, I got to get some. That's a great idea. So anyway, there's a lot of dust could inhibit these two for at least a short term, but that's a big outbreak of African dust. Like I said, you can see it on the satellite. You got to be tricky on this one, though, because you can see the sun. This is actually the sun. You can start to see the sun reflection. It's so cool. Look at that. There's the sun. Watch. The sun. The sun. There it is right there. But there's the dust. So a little sign that the waves can do it. The Global Tropics Hazards Map, long-range map here shows August 18th to 24th. Possibly something. So. But hey, it is nearing, kind of getting into prime time. And so basically any wave, you can put a circle on it and say, we got to watch this. But none of those waves are highlighted at 8 o'clock this morning. That's an important note. This is the first map I look at every morning when I roll out of bed before I go to TikTok. There's nothing out here. So that's good news. But not to say it's tricky. Because they'll only put a circle out if they believe we have formation in the next 5 days. Middle of next week, obviously, is 8 days. So there would not be a circle right now. So I think the most understandably comment that we get that people get mad, and I totally agree with it. What's up, Jim? I'm going camping Labor Day. Hey, Jennifer, you're correct. Let's look at that. I've been really trying to study the effect of Bermuda High in our afternoon storms. Now, today we still got Fred lingering. I want to go back and look at Fred. We still have Fred tail coming up through the state. So maybe not today. But by the end of the week, we should have more afternoon-style storms, I think, because the high pressure is building and the wind flow is going to be coming across. Hey, Kathy, I didn't see my clip yet. I'm going to show you the clips here real quick. For sure. So, yeah. All right. So, 5 days. So I post this graphic, right? Well, the graphic that I would post, let's say the one that said no tropical activity expected in the next 5 days, right? So what happens at 2 o'clock? 2 o'clock, we get a circle. Oh my God, I get a bazillion comments. Thought you said no tropical development 5 days. It was 5 days from 8 o'clock in the morning. At 2 p.m., it could be 5 days from 2 p.m. So it always catches people off guard when they see a circle after seeing no circle. There's got to have a circle sometime. They got it, Oh my goodness. So, all right, what else we got? Oh, we do have this one guy. All right, we do have that one random line. Look, I was right. We got a crazy, drunken Jamaican. I don't even know what the hell that thing is. I've heard don't even look at that thing. That's the, I don't even know. That's a clip 5. I don't know what the hell. I think that's like a history model or something. But hey, we got that one drunk donkey line. I TikTok my ant dance. No, but I did record. I lost internet, but I was recording the stream. So I'm gonna go see if I can clip it off my laptop. And I do want to clip the shot of all of us hanging out because it was really neat to run into some fans. I was really happy. Robin, yeah, hey, tropics are unpredictable, man. Even the experts get it wrong. Just a couple days ago, Grace was supposed to come up towards Florida, right? So hey, Florida, we did get that West Coast skirt. I don't think it played out like we thought, but hey, we still had a Florida West Coast skirt. And man, the East Side got the action. There's no doubt about that. The East Side. Hey, so before I clip this off, let me show you this little funny story. So on the way home, I shared this in our little supporter group, but so that was about 11 o'clock last night on US 19 on the way home. That was me. Look, Kid Rock pops up next. Man, I'm in good company, man. Kid Rock comes up. So I did get pulled over, but guess what? He was a cool dude and local, and he let me go. I was hauling ass too. He's like, "You do know it's 55, don't you, son?" I'm like, "Yeah." Sarah's not on the bus yet. But there's a tornado watch up still. Let's look at some radar. Let's look at some what's going on with Fred. And then we're going to talk about some videos that I got that I was kind of excited about. I got to fly the drone in the eye. And we legitimately had an eye up there. The winds went completely dead. And there was sunshine. So, pretty cool. So here's Fred. Radar. You're going to see, now look, the flooding potential map. I need to go back to that again. Florida Big Bend still is in that potential. That's because we got trailing tail coming up. Oh, I can't do it. I don't think the point where I don't know. Anyway, I want to draw an arrow, man. Why can't I draw my arrow? Is it too big? Try it again. One more time. Last shot. Nope. The last shot. Here we go. It'll work. It'll work. Ready? There's my little button. So we're gonna have Gulf moisture tagging along. I always call it like the mother duck, like Howard, the mother duck, and all her little ducklings follow along the day after a storm. Now sometimes over the years, they could be pretty strong, a stronger system as our low pressure wraps around the backside and fuels. But this isn't a very strong storm, but it was 994 at landfall. I don't think officially it got to be hurricane, but there were wind gusts of 70 some plus on the bridge that I was at. My buddy Shay Gibson told me that they had sensors on the bridge that were in the 70s. Howard the duck. Somerville, yeah. All right, let's look at some live radar. So look at Florida first. The only really close radar I got is Florida. And then, oh no, we got another one. Let's do it. I put a new link up for my radar map. So I have WTSP here locally. Oh, that's not the right one. This one. Google radar. So we got our local Tampa radar, and it links to my super duper favorite model in the whole world. This little guy. I love it. It is the most coolest radar on the planet. They already have the Google map embedded or checked, which is great. But this is live radar. So Fred technically is going over Atlanta with those heavy rains now reaching up into Tennessee. And we got these rain trains coming from the south side coming around, and those are impacting. Lots of rain in this area from yesterday to today. We've got one off the coast here on Spring Hill, Homosassa Springs. We got them up here in Charleston, South Carolina. Look, these are all wrapping around Fred and fueling by the Gulf Stream. So some of these could get juicy coming into Wilmington, Charleston, Savannah. These are all associated with Fred. I'll put it in motion for you. I love this radar. God, this is better than Jack and Coke. No, it's not. Hey Doug, I got a link for you. It's called Google Radar, and it's right below the radar link. I'll show you. So, nope, Desi, Fred was not a hurricane officially. Jennifer, the bus was late yesterday about the same time. Holy crap, it's been almost an hour. It's been an hour. Look what time the bus is supposed to get here. 9:06. Maybe the bus driver lives in freaking Central Daylight Time. He's probably driving from... Poor Sarah. I feel bad for the kids in the front of the neighborhood. Because a lot of kids go when their parents are at work, right? So they walk up to the front of the neighborhood, and they've been sitting out there for an hour, you know? wondering what the hell's going on. Where's my bus? Yes, it's a plug-in for Chrome, like pen pad or something. You can change colors and thickness and all that. So let's fast forward to, look at that sucker spinning though. I mean, that's pretty cool looking. It's still got deep pressure. Yeah, it was a strengthening system approaching land. So I got some good surge videos. There's a lot of surge videos. Pensacola, my opinion, as far as a city, Pensacola looked like they got hit the worst. I drove through it, and there was a lot of power. I think the whole city was out of power. A lot of power lines down. They had a lot of surge there. The docks were all underwater, and that was, obviously the east side. Did I say Pensacola? No, Apalachicola. Did I say Pensacola? Can you rewind? It's got a P in it. Apalachicola, not Pensacola. Sound like a duck now. Quack, quack, quack. Apalachicola, I believe, got hit the hardest, from what I saw. A lot of trees down. No, Apalachicola. Now everybody's typing Pensacola. Apalachicola. I did. Wish I had a rewind button. Good thing I had Google on my phone too, because every time I typed Apalachicola on Twitter, or I thank God I had Google, because I butchered it. How do you spell this damn thing? I just put like a bunch of letters that sounded like it, and Google did her thing. Quack, quack. All right, let's look at Future Radar. Then I'm going to show you some models. So, by the way, Henry, listen, we didn't talk about Henry, but look, here's Henry. Henry or something like that. The H-storm. The H-storm is circling around Bermuda. Bermuda is not even in a hurricane warning or tropical storm warning. It's a tropical storm watch. I had somebody worried about New Jersey because it's deceiving if you don't show the track of these things. And, if all you see is the satellite imagery of this, and you would see this and you'd be like, oh my God, that's pretty good looking. But the rest of the story, as Paul Harvey would say, the rest of the story is it's going to go around. So that's good. All right, Future Radar. Let's look at Future Radar. This is going to be good because we got banding still. I always end up going to the model lab. So the bus is officially an hour and 2 minutes late now. Way to go, Pinellas County. I'm sure glad we got all that lottery money. Pisses me off every year. I'm sorry. I just hate it. Seems like we do this every year. Every year that I've been starting the school year, we've had to stress about this bus time thing. It's like, I'm telling you, it's been like 8 years in a row. Like, they gotta get something figured out. After 8 years, I'm not talking. This is not an isolated incident. This is like and our long range hardcore fans will remember. One year I was so mad, we had people writing to Pinellas County for me because I was really mad. Sue says white vinegar for my ant bites. Hey, all right. Whitney vote for office. I don't think I can handle politics. It's hard enough keeping up with Facebook. Jeez. We have a really good crew, man. I'm so fortunate. But, man, we get some... God, just talk weather. Man, we get some folks just get worked up. Like, hey, man, if you get that worked up on Mike's weather page, please... delete it from your browser. God. I mean, oh my God. I don't even read it anymore half the time. I had to turn off all my Facebook messaging because I used to get I'd get people just, I feel bad. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry. If it's stressing you out that bad, man, don't need stress in your life. So, man, if this stresses you out, don't come back. All right, well, why am I showing Florida first off? We got to show the southeast Gulf Coast. Oh, now I got to start over again. So HRR Gulf Coast. All right, so here's what we can expect throughout the day today. This will be a great radar. This will be a wonderful map. All right, so we are watching tails, and here's noontime. Got some tail. Got spinning. We got, look at this. We even got, so Jennifer, you're asking about our flow, but look, we still kind of got this flow coming up still today. And we're going to have some coming in off the coast here, all in relation to Freddie. All right, and then let's see, that was 3 o'clock tonight, and 8 o'clock tonight. Still got some lingering, man, a Big Bend is going to get hit, man. Lots of rain. Jacksonville tonight, this is 7, 8 o'clock. All along the East Coast, there's the heavy bunch of rain. This is 8 o'clock tonight. You can see it trucking on out of here, northeast. And let's fast forward to midnight. Then let's just go to 7 in the morning, tomorrow morning. There's Fred, way up there in West Virginia, Roanoke, getting into Pittsburgh, Ohio. There, that's this is in the morning. Still got some lingering action here, tagging along. So it might be a wet, stormy morning along the East Coast there, along the Carolinas in the morning tomorrow. A little bit of lingering rains in the Gulf, and then Fred's on out of here. Here's the rest of that front getting pulled up, and look at that, Jennifer. We are back to normal pattern tomorrow. Man, you are so smart. So tomorrow, this is tomorrow night. Afternoon thunderstorms return back. High pressure builds back in. There's our afternoon pattern. This is tomorrow night, afternoon. Start in the middle of the state, and then they come across. So you hit the nail on the head on that one. And that's because we got this high pressure system locked in here. And controls the wind flow. All right, I got to show you some videos. It's getting late. Oh my God, the time flies when you're having fun. So here's your tomorrow night. You need to see the weak wind flows there. Rain's developing in the middle of the state, coming across. This map's kind of hard to see the rain, but I can see the wind. There's the H storm. Thursday looks like the same pattern. Friday, kind of the same pattern. I bet you our rain chances go down with this high pressure. I bet you. So the high pressure that's coming in, that's going to steer. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Would you just look at that? 30% for Saturday, Sunday. Oh, the bus is here. Be right back. All right. I'm back. Oh, she's nice. They are 107 bus drivers short in Pinellas County. 100. I know it's not her fault. I was happy. She's like, "You're the only one not mad." I'm like, "I know it's not your fault. I'm I'm mad at the system. But 107. So if you know anybody in Pinellas County looking for a job, no, my God, you bus driver, man. I'm a bus chaser. Who said that? So that's hilarious. All right, so anyway, for me, selfishly, I'm looking at my weather forecast for the weekend. High pressure builds back in across the south. Another graphic. I bet you, I haven't really looked at these that much. Well, I have them linked. I got so much cool stuff on here. I don't even know. This general weather links right here. These are great. These are National Weather Service products put out. And you can fast forward. Let's look at, we can look at QPF, I guess. I mean, that's kind of it. And then you can go fast forward in time. So we're at Thursday. So we're going to the weekend. Did an update. I don't know. I gotta learn how to use it again. I'm gonna start playing with it. All right. So let me show you my cool videos, and then we gotta go because I don't want to lose everybody. So I got some great videos I put on Twitter. I'm gonna put them all together and put them on a disc. Twitter's good about clips, but check this out. All right. So here's some cool videos I got. So let me just start right here. I'm gonna show them all to you. They're very short clips, but this gives you an idea. This is outside of Pensacola or Apalachicola. And this is one of the trees like we're down on the side of the road, showing you with the power. This is why we lose power in storms. This is a nice little church in Apalachicola that the lines were down. There was a sheriff there. I was waving at him, but you can see the lines were all down on the ground. And then here's another tree that I saw. So I thought that was pretty fascinating. Just most people don't know why we lose power. We lose power because the trees are down. Here's that blinding rain. Look at this now. This is legit. Out my window, driving. Now you can kind of see the reflectors, right? And you can see the windshield wiper. But that was legit. That rain was coming down crazy. Like this outside of Perry. It was one of these lines that was coming up. So that's what I drive through. It was pretty big. Here's the drone footage. You might have saw. I guess the news is showing it. This is one of them. So I don't think these campers were underwater, but the campground was. And this was outside of. I guess it's called Indian Point Road or something. Indian something. I don't know. It's outside of east of Port St. Joe. Indian. Somebody knows. Somebody's going to type it in here. But anyway, this is good. My video, man, it's good. It was flooded, man. The road going to the islands was flooded. Only trucks could get by. There's your surge video. One car was stranded there, and so that was some footage on that one. It was pretty good. That was my donkey cam. That was during the eye. Indian Pass. Thank you, Amanda Jean. I knew. Oh, everybody's freaking typing it. Indian Pass. It's like the Cayman Islands now. I never get Indian Pass out of my mind. Here's another one. This is kind of corny. It's just me and the wind blowing. I tried to do one talking, but it was impossible. But the important, just look at the dang docks. All the docks. This one obviously in the water. I was getting sea foam. There's my truck. So that was pretty cool. I tried talking in it, but it was impossible. Here's another good drone shot. This was coming off the island. This kind of gives you the idea what it looked like with the water, obviously coming in. So this was all underwater. It was receding by the time the eye got there, but that just kind of shows you how surge can take over and, leave you stranded on those islands. That's that, and then let's see what else I got. I think that's about it. Here's that power line one I did. This I think this one got on the news. This one here, no, this one right here. This is a good one. This one got on the Weather Channel. I think these are all the docks of the water. This is driving into town. You can see the surge coming in. Of course, all the docks are underwater. Luckily, they were low tide. By the way, most of the areas were under low tide. Thank goodness, right? Man, if this thing would have been 2-3 foot taller, high tide, we would have had a lot more surge. So there's that. Unfortunately, this poor guy's house, he was losing all his stuff. They So there's a little footage. I'm gonna put it all. I got some more. I just haven't got it all. That was all the ones I put on Twitter. So, Jennifer, don't share my Sweet Home Alabama. That was that was. Hey, your little town made the Weather Channel. That's great, right? I love it. Like Gaydon, Louisiana last year. Gaydon, Louisiana, right? We'll start going to the little guys' towns, the little towns, because that's what I am, the little guy. Yeah, Greg. I don't know how high the water was. How high is the water, Mama? 2 feet high and rising. Oh, it's Stephanie. Yeah, that bridge ride. So I was live, I think. That was pretty damn scary. I will admit, that was the bridge that they had a 45 mile an hour wind gust. My buddy Shay Gibson told me that they had a 70 mile an hour plus wind gust. Let me see if I can find it. Probably not. I have to go back and look. I don't even remember where it was or when it was or where I was.
I don't know if we're going to be able to support.
Oh, here's one. The tree was down. I had to stop. Look at that. Tree in the road.
Tree in the road.
Tree in the road. That's what I said. Tree in the road. I don't know if that was the bridge one or not. But I did stream live when there was internet.
This is normal.
There's the beach. That's a good shot. You can really see. I gotta get rid of them. I gotta figure out a better thing with the windshield wipers. Oh, there's the bridge. Yeah, that was a little scary. I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all.
On that side. That's all the sand.
There's a surge on the bridge. It was pretty low.
Really so we got that's
I was driving
up here. Get the daylight.
Got a lot of. There's the eye. I was driving towards Port St. Joe right there. But, the road was underwater in spots. People were out driving in it. So cool. Well, hey, if you rode along, I appreciate it. I did a lot of weather updates. I've learned to make sure, people realize that I'm still reporting the weather. And I have Timothy Weaver. I do. We're talking about the guys at Liquid Glass hooked me up for a year. I'm talking about windshield wipers, the zoom on the camera. Because the camera that I was using was zoomed too close to the windshield, and it made the windshield wipers look big. So I'm going to make the camera farther away, and the windshield wipers will look little. Red ant. No, because I lost internet when I finally stopped, but I was still recording. So I have a feeling, because I turned the camera right when I stopped and it kept recording, I have a feeling you're probably going to see me do like the freaking Icky Shuffle. I guarantee it. I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to post a little weather. I'm going to go grab my laptop. I'm going to cut that little frame out, and I'm going to put it online. Because I know, I'm pretty sure it was pointed right where I was standing, and I went nuts with the ants. And then I ain't making this stuff up. So, hey, Jim, thanks, buddy. We're going to have a good time on the cruise. MWPcruise.com if you want to hang out with all your Drunk Donkey friends and weather nerds. Check it out. And we already got almost 100 cabins booked. That's in March. Cool beans. All right. Oh, I can do the chicken dance. So I got to find out. Hey, what's up, Chris? I got to find out a good TikTok song because I got my first viral. I told Emily. In fact, I told Emily that I'm going to do a viral video one day. And I think I got my first one. So she's jealous now. So I'm going to, maybe the ant one, I'll do the chicken dance or something. So, hey, Kyle Young, how you doing, buddy? Good afternoon. It's almost afternoon, 10:30. 10:30. The shuffle. I'll show you my viral one. This is what So I put a weather one on. I got 1 like, 8 views, right? I put this on. I got 195 views. I got 28 likes, right? But then I did this one. I got 7,392. So I go from a real weather video. Like this one was done before that one. I only got 300 likes. Look at this. Now this is awesome, right? Thunderstorm, sound effects, shelf cloud, lightning, right? Nobody cares about weather. Look at that. That's an incredible video here in Tampa of a storm. But then I do this one. I get 7,000.
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that
And I wasn't even
junk
drinking when I
inside
did this, though. So the secret to TikTok is the music, I have a feeling. Because I don't get that many otherwise. I got a lot of dogs and a lot of stuff, but I'll figure it out one day. Whoa, how did I get that? Oh, we don't want no music on there. All right, well, cool beans. All right, well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hope you enjoyed a little bit of the Fred stuff. Still going on now, so, big rain event, tornado watch still up until 1 o'clock for upper Georgia. We get some big squalls off the Carolina, Virginia coast. This thing spins over there and brings up some of that warm Gulf Stream moisture, so I expect the same in the morning tomorrow, some of that morning time rains along the East Coast. Back to Jennifer, our weather girl, brought it out. Tomorrow we'll be back to afternoon showers again for Florida, and then things lighten up for the weekend. High pressure builds in, which is steering Grace away from any potential U.S. impacts, it does appear. Here's that high pressure building in. So somebody brought up a good point. High pressure racing in behind our two systems, and that's kind of blocking Grace from going north. So high pressure, this is the Euro, and they're all showing at tropical tidbits, but GFS, high pressure, and CMC, whoops, I fast forwarded too much. CMC, high pressure. So very strong confidence. High pressure builds in over Florida and the Gulf the end of the week into this weekend and pushes Grace westward. So, all right, well, we'll do it again tomorrow. I hope I can get a damn nap in today. Living on 3 hours sleep, but I'm gonna go pull that the ant icky shuffle. Maybe I'll find the icky shuffle music. Cool. All right, have a great day. Have a good, what day is today? Tuesday. All right, tomorrow's hump day. Taco Tuesday, Sandy. Sandy Hoff is sending out Cat 5 membership information on the app. So watch for that. We're going to start activating your free app. It's a very slow process. Then we're going to gather shirt sizes and koozies. We'll have those out before Thanksgiving. That's our goal. A couple months. Might be a couple months. I got the design almost done. Working on the design. Then we got to figure out a simple way to get sizes and ship them to you. So, and I'm putting an order in today for 1,000 koozies. I love to give koozies away when I meet people. So we're going to order a bunch of koozies today. So it's all coming together. All right, have a great day. See you tomorrow for the Daily Brew. Now you got to go back to work. See ya.